As a standard practice upon project closure, a lessons learned document is meticulously archived, providing invaluable insights for future endeavors and fostering a culture of continuous improvement within the organization. In this episode of EssAnnP Knowledge Series, let's discuss the topic Best Practices in Archiving Lessons Learned in a Project, authored by EssAnnPeeBusinessSolutions. Certified PMP, Authorized Training Partner, ATP, Instructor, PMI USA, Fellow Institution of Engineers, FIE, Chartered Engineer, Certified Lean Sigma Black Belt, Certified Lead Auditor IMS, Z and Lean Consultant, GST and International Business and Projects Consultant, Corporate Trainer, Mentor and Author, Life Member Indian Society for Training and Development, ISTD, Life Member and Ex-NA Council Member, IIMM, Member PMI, USA, and Associate Member Global PMO, Special Invitee Board of Studies Symbiosis Center of Distance Learning. To start with the subject, let us first discuss what is lessons learned. Lessons learned in a project are distilled insights gained from experiences, both positive and negative, throughout the project's life cycle. They encompass key takeaways, best practices, and pitfalls encountered, serving as a valuable resource for future endeavors. Captured through structured documentation and open communication, they aim to improve processes, mitigate risks, and optimize outcomes. By analyzing successes and failures, identifying root cause, and assigning ownership for implementation, organizations foster a culture of continuous improvement. Integrating lessons learned into organizational processes ensures that knowledge is shared, enabling teams to build upon past experiences and drive innovation. Now let us understand the importance of lessons learned. Lessons learned in a project refer to the insights gained from both successes and failures during its execution, which are documented and utilized to improve future project performance and decision-making processes. The importance of lessons learned can be understood through some instances exemplified below. Documenting challenges faced during supply chain disruptions can help anticipate similar issues and develop proactive strategies in future projects, thereby minimizing delays and costs. Identifying communication breakdowns in a previous project can prompt the implementation of clearer communication channels in future endeavors. Identifying that a lack of stakeholder engagement led to delays in an industrial project can prompt proactive stakeholder involvement in future endeavors, thus streamlining the process and ensuring timely completion. A construction company may learn from quality defects and customer complaints from previous projects to allocate more resources to quality control measures and site inspections, resulting in fewer defects and client complaints in future endeavors. A software development team may learn from previous projects to allocate more time for testing, resulting in higher quality deliverables and increased client satisfaction. Identifying cost overruns and cost-saving opportunities from past projects can optimize budget allocation in endeavors, ultimately driving to saving resources and improving profitability and ultimately organizational success and competitiveness. Capturing and archiving lessons learned, 10 best practices. Capturing lessons learned in a project is crucial for continuous improvement and avoiding the repetition of mistakes. Here are 10 best practices to consider. Start early and continue throughout the project life cycle. Begin documenting lessons learned from the project's initiation phase. This ensures that valuable insights are not lost and can be captured while they are fresh in the team's minds. Don't wait till the project ends. Capture learnings throughout the project lifecycle during planning, execution, and closure. This allows you to address issues early on and adapt your approach. A good practice is to document lessons learned as and when it happened. Timeliness is very essential. 2. Establish a formal process. Implement a structured process for capturing lessons learned at key project milestones and at project completion. This could involve dedicated meetings, templates, a digital platform, a shared document, or a dedicated section in your project management software for documentation. 3. Involve key stakeholders and encourage open communication. Ensure representation from all project stakeholders, including team members, clients, vendors, and management. Each perspective can offer valuable insights. Foster an environment where team members feel comfortable sharing their experiences and insights. Encourage open discussions during project meetings and provide anonymous channels for feedback if necessary. Provide psychological safety by creating a blame-free environment where team members feel comfortable sharing honest feedback without fear of reprisal. 4. Focus on both positive and negative experiences. Encourage thorough documentation of lessons learned, including successes, challenges, failures, and unexpected outcomes. Use clear language and examples to illustrate points. This balanced approach helps in reinforcing positive behaviors and actions. 5. Document specifics, include quantitative data. Provide detailed descriptions of the lessons learned, including the context, actions taken, outcomes, and recommendations for improvement. Use concrete examples and real-life scenarios to illustrate key points. Whenever possible, support lessons learned with quantitative data and metrics. This adds credibility to your findings and provides a clear understanding of the impact of certain actions or decisions. Avoid vague or general statements. Instead, focus on specific actions, decisions, and outcomes. Include details such as dates, project phases, and individuals involved. Use mind maps, flowcharts, or bullet points to make learned reports easy to understand. 6. Dig deeper to identify root causes. Dig deeper to identify the root causes behind both successes and failures. Understanding why certain outcomes occurred allows for more targeted corrective actions or replication of successful strategies in future projects and is essential for implementing effective solutions. 7. Prioritize lessons and review regularly. Not all lessons are equally important. Prioritize them based on their potential impact on future projects. Focus on high-impact lessons that can lead to significant improvements. Schedule regular reviews throughout the project lifecycle to revisit and update the lessons learned documentation. This ensures that new insights are captured as the project progresses and allows for course corrections as needed. Categorize or group lessons learned by theme or project stage for easier reference. 8. Link to project objectives and integrate into organizational processes. Connect lessons learned to the original project objectives and goals. This helps in understanding the context and relevance of each lesson. Incorporate lessons learned into organizational processes and knowledge management systems. Make it easy for future project teams to access and benefit from previous experiences. For easy accessibility, store lessons learned in a central and easily accessible location like a project management tool, shared drive, etc. This ensures every concerned person can refer to them for future projects. 9. Assign ownership and ensure recommendations. Assign responsibility for implementing lessons learned to specific team members or stakeholders. This ensures accountability and increases the likelihood of meaningful change. Offer actionable recommendations for applying lessons learned in future projects. These recommendations should be practical, feasible, and tailored to the organization's needs. Ensure that lessons learned are not just documented but also acted upon. Analyze them to identify actionable recommendations for improvement in future projects. Assign responsibilities for implementing recommended changes and track progress over time. EssAnnPeeBusinessSolutions for implementing recommended changes and track progress over time. 10. Celebrate and treat lessons learned as a continuous process. Acknowledge and celebrate the act of learning itself. Recognize individuals and teams for their contributions to the lessons learned process, reinforcing a culture of continuous improvement. Treat lessons learned as a continuous process rather than a one-time activity. Regularly revisit and update the lessons learned repository to incorporate new insights. By following these tips and considering these key aspects, you can effectively capture and leverage valuable lessons learned to enhance future project outcomes and drive continuous improvement within your project management practices. Conducting a 5W2H analysis for lessons learned. Don't just identify lessons, turn them into actionable insights for future projects with detailed analysis. Conducting a 5W2H analysis for lessons learned involves examining the who, what, when, where, why, how, and how much aspects of a project's experiences. Let's conduct a 5W2H analysis for the example of a project suffering due to delayed or non-supplies in time and in full by a vendor. Who was responsible for ensuring timely and complete supplies from the vendor? Who were the stakeholders impacted by the delays? What were the specific items or materials that were delayed or not supplied in full? What were the consequences of these delays on the project timeline and objectives? When did the delays in supplies occur? When were these delays identified and addressed during the project lifecycle? Where was the vendor located in relation to the project site? Where in the project supply chain did the delays occur? Why did the vendor fail to deliver supplies on time and in full? Why were there breakdowns in communication or planning that contributed to the delays? How did the project team attempt to mitigate the impact of the delays? How can the project team prevent similar issues from occurring in the future? How much did the delays cost the project in terms of budget overruns or missed opportunities? How much time was lost due to the delays, and what was the impact on project milestones? By conducting a comprehensive 5W2H analysis, project teams can gain deeper insights into the root causes of issues like delayed or non-supplies from vendors, allowing them to implement more effective strategies for managing similar challenges in future projects. Process steps of the project lessons learned. Here are the essential steps of the project lessons learned process, crisply summarized. Identify, recognize, and gather insights from project experiences, both positive and negative. Document, record lessons learned in clear, concise language and examples for future reference. Analyze what happened, when it happened, where it happened, how it happened, and explore the root causes and implications of each lesson learned to understand its significance. Securely store document lessons learned in a centralized repository or knowledge management system. Retrieve, make lessons learned easily accessible for future projects by implementing efficient retrieval mechanisms. Sample Lessons Learned Template. A sample lessons learned template may contain project title, project manager, project goals, and whether goals achieved or not, lessons learned, what went well or what went wrong, when it happened, time, where it happened, place, why it happened, root cause, who are involved, responsible party, how the events happened and how it is addressed, how much impact, lessons learned category, priority or importance, lessons owner, current status, recommendations or preventive measures. Success factors. Any other remarks? This template may be used with modifications as required specific to your project.
Do you find the presentation informative and useful? If yes, then click like and also subscribe the channel for free to receive updates. Thank you. For more details contact SN Panigrahi at the below contact details.